Hello, YouTube. This is Noah Tennant, and today we're doing an interview with.
Noah, aka the Southeast Speedster.
Today, we thought of doing this because I'm a big fan of his TikTok. If you guys recognize him, that's where he's from. And we got some interview questions and some fan questions because some fans answered.
Right.
Mostly that guy I told you about. And the first question is, how did you discover cosplay?
Well, to be honest, I kind of knew about cosplay like before beginning of high school. So I was like 14 at the time. I kind of knew it existed, but I never really thought it would be sort of my thing. But as soon as I saw Grant Gustin come on screen as the Flash, I was like, I gotta get that suit, like no matter what. So my dad mentioned me like, oh, I know a buddy who might know about some suits we can get for you if you want, because this guy I'm working with is doing a cosplay meetup thing at a bar. They're looking for someone to play the Flash. So I told him I'd be down, even though I wasn't like, old enough to be in the bar yet. They found out. They're like, okay, we can't really do that, but like we would have loved to have you. So we still looked into getting a suit. And as soon as I got it, man, I felt like just like Grant Gustin on the screen. I wanted to do nothing but just run around.
Yep. Now you just need the powers. Then you
Right. If only.
Yeah. And the second question is, what was your ever first cosplay?
My first cosplay was the Flash. I've thought about being superheroes before, but like every time I did, it was mostly just Halloween costumes because I was still pretty young at the time. I didn't really know what cosplay was. But yeah, no, Flash was my first cosplay, and it was the best one by far. I couldn't have made a better choice.
No, and that's how I got introduced from you, from doing the Flash. I mean, it's a good win-win for both of us.
Yeah.
And then this one's going to be fun for you because you said this will expose yourself.
Oh yeah.
What is the worst cosplay horror story you've ever had?
So this one wasn't at a con or anything. It was actually kind of at a party that I went to in North Carolina, I believe. I brought my suit because I was told there was gonna be some sort of like little party thing towards the end of the trip, and so like, we could dress up if we want to. I'm like, what do you mean dress up? It's like just whatever you want. I'm like, bet I'm gonna bring my cosplay. I didn't tell anybody about it unless except for the people that were driving me up there. So like they were the only ones that knew about it. We were just laughing about it the entire way there. But everybody loved the suit. No one was expecting it, but they still loved it regardless. And
Yeah.
when we got into the party and everything, we were all dancing around, having fun. And then someone came up to me, mentioned like, "Hey, there's a hole in your suit. I just didn't
No.
know if you noticed." So I was like, "What? Oh my god!" So I rushed to the bathroom to check it out, and like pretty much the entire like back of the pants were like because ripped open almost.
Oh,
I mean, like it wasn't like my butt was hanging out, but like it was a pretty big hole where the butt was, and then like I taped it up, and but like I guess it just stressed it out even more because the adhesive was pulling on it.
mhm.
The entire back of the pants was pretty much just ruined. I had to like get rid of the entire thing. I was like, and when I did, I was like, dang, I need something to change into because like luckily I was wearing shorts underneath. So
Yeah.
I just took them off, wore shorts for the rest of the day, and my shirt that was underneath it. But it was a really sad time for me because that was my first cosplay. It was my most prized possession at the time. I was very upset about it.
Yeah. I had those kind of parties. I know that's like. Then what is the biggest convention you ever went to?
That one was actually the one in my hometown, Pensacon, because I'd never really been to any other cons except for like I think one in Alabama and then one in Tallahassee, but those were just itty bitty locations. Whereas mine's held in the Bay Center, which is like a massive, like kind of like a hockey rink almost. So
Uh,
That's the biggest one I've ever been to, but I'm hoping to go to some bigger ones.
Hopefully, maybe we'll meet up in a con once.
Yeah, hopefully, man.
Yeah, that'd be cool. Do you prefer cosplaying with the props or without the props?
That's actually a bit of a tough one for me because um, normally I would say without props because most of my cosplays, which for the majority, the first 4 years cosplaying was the Flash, so I didn't have any pockets or anything to hold on to any of my stuff. So like if I got lucky, I could prop my phone in my belt, but it wasn't a permanent solution. So I ended up having to bring like a little bag with me, and so like yeah, no props would have been my answer for, originally, but now that I've started exploring my cosplay comfort zones a little bit, I
Yeah,
have some cosplays that actually have pockets and everything that I can kind of hold on to. So I don't mind the props. It's just a little hard to do sometimes because I don't exactly have the room for everything.
yeah. That's very interesting. Like, I can't do that either. I mean,
Mm,
sometimes I do carry a book bag, or
yeah.
one time my friend carried a whole suitcase
Oh
stuff.
my
He's like,
God.
lol. He's like, I need all this stuff.
Right. Just
I'm
put it
like,
all in the case now.
give me it all. That's his experience.
Yeah.
He does like big characters like the Hulk and stuff. That means it makes sense.
I saw a Reinhardt one time, and that was impressive because the doors were pretty small. So I figured he had to like change inside the building or something.
Yeah. Have you ever bought a piece from your cosplay at a con?
Yes and no, because the Alabama con I mentioned earlier, I was there and I saw a Doctor Who tie for the 10th Doctor. I was like,
Oh yeah.
ooh, I should buy that in case I ever decide to do a Doctor cosplay because I've been working on one. But when I finally got home from it, I realized like, wait, this is from when he wore the brown suit. I only have a blue suit, so it doesn't really work. So I was like, yeah, I technically bought a piece for a cosplay, but I ended up never using it. So I mean, kind of, yeah.
Yeah, I was planning to get the blue suit too. I'm like,
Mm.
which suit should I do? Brown suit, blue suit? There's too
The
many
brown's
suits for
classic, but blue is just easier.
classic and versus cool looking.
Yeah.
If you could tell your past self anything about cosplay, what would it be?
Start as soon as you possibly can, just simply because the cosplay community is one of the most genuine places I've ever been or like been involved with. I met so many of my closest friends that I actually consider family. And the only hard part about it is that you don't really get to see them unless you meet them locally. But um, it still doesn't stop me from making the friends that I really love and care for. But yeah, dude, I would just tell them just start as soon as you possibly can. It's gonna completely change your life for the better, and it's gonna turn you into the man that I am today. It's gonna benefit you so much.
Yeah, I agree with you on that. Like a lot of my
Mm.
cosplay people I met and are now considered family to me. How much they connect to me, and I mean, I never pictured myself to be like this
Mm.
today.
Yeah, I met some of the most important people in my life through cosplay, and I couldn't imagine life without them.
Exactly. I feel your pain. Yeah, to meet them, and I can't wait to see. I still need to wait for some meet some people.
Mm.
Everybody knows who Artemis is on here on my channel. I mean,
Mm.
I met her finally. It was awesome. Bought McDonald's and
Yeah.
chilled.
One of my friends actually, that I consider a sister of mine, actually lives down in Orlando, which isn't, it's about an 8 hour drive from where I live, but I don't do well with interstates. It kind of spikes my anxiety a little bit. So I try to go on interstate. So it's kind of hard for me to go see her.
Yeah. When you try to tell them come over to you, it's
Yeah.
easier. Yeah, I feel your pain. I don't like traveling that much. This is my thing. I like people coming to me.
Mhm.
Oh, unless
I love
somebody
traveling. It's
passed out.
just that's sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt you, man.
It's okay. I said unless somebody passes me out, then I'm good.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't mind traveling. I love going to different places. It's just I just don't do well with interstates. It's like if I can fly there, I will gladly do that. I don't do interstates.
Hmm. And then, what is the most difficult cosplay you ever did?
Um, Part of me wants to say Flash just because I've had to modify this so many times and I've had to find the right suit to make sure it actually gets it right for the screen, like to be screen accurate. Which I know cosplay isn't about being screen accurate, but I love going the extra mile to be as good as I can with my cosplays. Like my first Flash suit, even though it was and the Flash was still relatively new, it still wasn't super accurate. Like the boots had zero soles in them. They're practically like socks or slippers, whatever you want to call them. And the cowl was thin. It was crap pretty much, but I loved it. You know, it was my first suit, and it meant the world to me. But when I got season 4, it felt so much better because everything was like it fit me better. It was accurate. And, like it just everything exceeded all my expectations. I just been trying to like make sure I get the right parts to it so it looks a bit more on screen, which is where I came into my problem with this suit actually, because when season 6 first came out, the place that I bought this from released a version of it, but it still had the leather parts from season 5. I thought that was weird, especially since it came with the season 5 mask and the wrong emblem. But it was just like, but I want it though. I want to be able to make season 6 content. I want to be the Flash, you know. I just want to do everything I can. So that was when I bought this off Etsy. It's just a 3D printed emblem that I ripped out a magnet and put it on here. And
Yep.
then once the paint started fading, I repainted it and just slapped it on my chest. I plan on making a new belt for this suit because it's like really thin on the sides and everything, but the belt
Yeah.
buckle's nice. So I gotta work on that. But in terms of parts, I would also say Batman just because there are so many different pieces to it. It's kind of hard to get on, but it's a great suit, man. I really enjoy it. It's just got a lot of parts to it, so it can be kind of hard to put on sometimes. Where I would prefer to have a second person to help get certain parts of it on, like shoulder guards. But honestly, Nathan Drake from Uncharted, that was probably my hardest one to do because had a lot of, I had a lot of trouble tracking down all the parts to it, especially the gun holster he has, the journal pouch that he has, and just it's literally everything pretty much. The easiest part of it
Every
was
single
finding the
detail. Yeah.
yeah, the easiest part of it was finding the pants, the belt, and the shirt. Those I've gotten pretty much accurate. It's just I gotta get shoes, a proper grappling hook, and then until I can I don't know. I'm rocking with the same journal pouch I got right now, just until I can find a better one. It's hard finding the right one and for a good price. So I mean, right now that's kind of my hard little project to deal with right now.
Yeah. Oh, and then your final question before we do fan questions are, what is your favorite part of cosplaying?
Losing myself in the character probably, just because like I don't know, this suit in particular just it makes me feel safe and secure, like I could really help people. You know, just it gets me in that mindset of Barry Allen, like what he represents as a superhero. It's kind of like a comfort cosplay almost. I feel my best in it. My whole mood is just boosted by this one simple cosplay, even though it's literally a one piece suit. There's no pieces to it. It's just a onesie, like they say in the show, with the belt, emblem, and mask. You know.
Yeah.
Um, yeah, even just with all my other characters with Batman, I feel absolutely powerful in that thing. Like I could just stand on my rooftop brooding, going, "I'm Batman." you know? It's
Yeah, it's so fun to
the
do.
right, just the power all these cosplays give me in my confidence, it's just it's a whole different level, honestly. I love getting lost in the character and just bringing it to life as best I can, which I could never do it justice like the actual actors do, but I'm doing my best, man, and it makes me feel good inside.
Yeah. And the next questions are from the fans. This is going to be fun because I memorized them all in my head this time, and I'm like hearing them all in my head right now, trying to pick the right one. Let me make sure I have them all written down too on my phone. First one is this is from my friend Rose.
Okay.
He says, "Have you ever thought about making a Barry Allen fan film?"
I've actually thought about doing that quite a few times, actually. The only thing that's been stopping me is I have zero video editing special effects experience. Like the most editing I've done is with photos. Like I posted a few to my Instagram, and I've even used some as my TikTok profile picture. But I mean, like that's really as far as my editing expertise goes. But if I can find somebody near me that can want to film with me and that's good with editing, I would be more than happy to make a Barry Allen fan film because I just want nothing more than to actually be the Flash, and it's like that would be the closest I could possibly get. But great
Well,
question, Rose.
that is a very good question. And I did ask him the same question, Rose. You're not the only one who asked that question. And this is part two from her. She said, "Would you work with Noah in a fan film?"
Ooh, um,
It's confusing
I
because
get
we both named Noah.
yeah.
Would you work with you?
um, right. I work with myself a time remnant. No, that led to Savitar. No, but I think it kind of depends on what we're doing because I mean, either way, I would love to work with you honestly because like you said, you're good with editing and we could possibly do some sort of role if you wanted to be in the fan film with me possibly. But honestly, I
Yeah.
wouldn't mind working with you at all. I'm never gonna like say no to working with someone, especially if they have like experience with this kind of stuff. So I will
Yeah.
take all the help I can get, and I'm a very social person. I love being around people.
Yeah.
And you're a very awesome guy. I love talking to you, man.
Yeah. Well, it's just thanks to live streams and everything on Instagram where we get to meet and do
Yeah,
this. Thank you, Instagram and TikTok.
right. Props to you.
Yeah. You got the strength to give us meeting new people. Like for example, me and Noah just officially met and I realized he's a Hufflepuff like me and has the same first name as me. That's how it works. And from Jack, this one is a very funny one. He's like saying, "Have you ever seen Running Home to You to your girlfriend or significant other?"
Um, Again, yes and no. That's I've told people that I was talking to. I even told my girlfriend that I'm gonna sing this to my future wife regardless. Like when I propose, I will sing this no matter what. Um, I've also done it in a role play scenario for like Discord type stuff because I've been in role play servers before, but it was just that was the closest thing I could do right now because I was in that mindset. I want to sing this to somebody so bad, and I was like you know what, I'm gonna take advantage of this opportunity. But I've definitely sang it to her on calls before, um, but it's just like I want to do it like when I eventually propose to my future wife and all that.
That's a beautiful song. I don't blame you on that.
I've definitely practiced it on live streams and everything. I think I've got it down pretty good.
Well, that was a good question, guys. And
Yeah.
let's see what's all these the rest of these are don't want to know their names on there because they're privacy. I respect it. But do you have an iris yet for
I
your
do not have an iris technically. I mean like technically my girlfriend does cosplay. Iris, but she doesn't really do it that often. It was kind of like a one-time thing. I don't think it was very well received, mainly because she was cosplaying the Iris was from the show, and she's not a person of color, so it's not great. But and especially since nobody really likes Iris after the whole "We are the Flash" comment.
Yeah.
So yeah, but I mean, no, I don't technically have one, but I mean, I hope to get one.
Yeah. And future cosplay plans from you.
Future cosplans, I would it's kind of toughy because I had a list. I just don't have it fully memorized in my head, and I didn't write it down. But I definitely want to get Impulse done. I eventually want to try doing Kid Flash, possibly the one from Young Justice or a comic version. Um, I will be eventually working on my original character that I made. It's not going to be in the DC or Marvel universe. It's just going to be my own thing. I call it Nitro. But yeah, I want to definitely get that done. I've already got a cowl coming in that I pay like $50 for,
Mhm.
But other than that, I definitely want to try Green Arrow at some point. That's definitely been a cosplay of mine for a while. I just never got around to it, mainly because I want to do like Flash or Batman or God knows what else. It's just also the bow and arrows don't come with the cosplay. I have to get that separately, and bows are
Yeah,
expensive.
those are very expensive.
Yeah.
I know a very
That
good Green Arrow cosplayer, and he says those are expensive.
yeah, I have a ton more cosplans. I just don't really know what they are off the top of my head right now. But I'm about to debut a Quicksilver cosplay from WandaVision. So
That's awesome. And this, I guess I misread. There is somebody who said your name, Ben. His name is, and he said, "Can you see Noah doing the Flash?"
hmm. Are we talking about or me, Noah? Because
I don't know which
Lord,
one, but you can answer it both ways.
I mean, I'm always gonna be doing the Flash. Like that's never gonna stop. I will never ever retire this costume. This is my personal favorite. Again, it's a comfort cosplay. I don't plan on stopping this anytime soon. Yeah, it's a part of me. But if we're talking about Noah, I could definitely see you playing one version of the Flash, but with the glasses right now, I could definitely see you doing a Harrison Wells as well.
Yeah,
You
that's what I was thinking when I saw that.
know,
Get the drum set, drumsticks
right?
ready.
But yeah,
Join
no,
the Team Flash on that.
but yeah, definitely if you like grow your hair out,
Yeah,
do the hair like I'm doing and everything, get a costume. I think you could easily do Flash. We do a whole multiverse of berries.
that'd be cool.
Hmm.
And then another question from Ben. He's saying, "Oh my gosh, he's like saying, can you work with no green production, please?"
I don't have a problem against it. It's just we'll have to see what happens. See what goes on, what we're
It
talking about
takes
working
time.
on.
Yeah, it
Yeah,
takes time. We had to find out something. If you guys want an idea, just put your idea on the comments below. What do you think we should do?
yeah. I've actually got a few ideas for Flash projects or just DC in general that I've been wanting to work on for either Discord or TikTok that we could easily make into a little project if we wanted to. But
Well, we can,
we
if they want to see it, you can tell them.
yeah, it's obviously not concrete yet. And we'll have to see how everything goes, where things take us, and all that. But on TikTok, I released a tag name called Arrowverse Legacies, where it's pretty much just gonna be like a future generation of the characters in the Arrowverse. Unfortunately, on TikTok, it didn't really do as well as I hoped. Not as many people were excited about it, and I didn't really get a
Mhm.
bunch of auditions for it. And the ones I did get, I could see their potential in it. Like they showed a lot of heart, and like I could tell they were excited to do it. It's just they weren't really what I was looking for per se. So I just like I see where you're coming from. I kind of want to do it, but it's like I'm also just it's not really what I'm looking for. It's not the direction I'm trying to head in. So
Yeah,
it's like I
makes
have to
sense.
pass on that. But
And if you, yeah, guys, if you
so
want us to work together on like DC stuff, let us know in the comments.
I do have a list in my phone of some other tag ideas that I want to work on. Um, I'm gonna try to work on some more Flash specific stuff, but I do have like a ton of just Justice League and Batman stuff worked out in my phone that I can try to bring to life one day.
Yeah. Let's see. Let's see if there's any other questions. Scroll down.
Excuse me, sorry.
There's lots more, but maybe we can do a part 2 because there's like 10 more. If you're okay with that.
Yeah, no, we can knock them all out now if you want to. I don't mind.
Because we do have a specific time on freeze here. But
It's yeah, whatever you want to do, man. Like I'm cool with whatever.
okay, the next ones are No Green Productions is a very, this is from my friend who's helping.
Mm.
So No Green Productions would be honored if you would be the Flash. If you ever want to be him, if we ever go DC, you're more than welcome to join. Family.
Yeah, no, like I said, I have no problem joining in any projects like this because TikTok's great and all. It's just my content has not been doing so great. Either I've been shadow banned by TikTok because they don't like cosplayers, or people just don't really like what I do anymore, which is kind of sad. But I'm trying anything I can just like boost content or just bring this character to life or do it as much justice as I possibly can. No pun intended to the Justice League. Um, but yeah, no, if that's what it takes, man, I have no problem working with other people because with this way I can actually get some actual special effects in, and just seeing me run around, like the idea of me doing super speed, running around saving people, that I feel like would make me feel fantastic through the roof, you know.
Yeah. Well, let's see if there's a chat open. We can see if they have any questions for you to make it
All
more
right,
interesting.
yeah, no problem.
Hey guys, I am on a YouTube video right now with the Southeast Speedster. If you have any questions for him, please one at a time.
Awesome. Noah, I'm gonna have
Yep.
Wait, you have
we'll send you doing SPD green. Your boy might do SPD red.
Hmm.
I might do it.
Okay, any questions for Speedster?
I gotta do SPD red.
He's,
Yes.
that's the group.
Man, I'm gonna be doing that 2017 Black Ranger still. And then I'm like, honestly, knowing people on that, if I did that, maybe
I muted myself.
Oh, you're good.
I thought they were going to answer. Okay. Any questions? Yeah, you guys have any questions for this? What is the question?
Good,
one at a time, because Leslie, what is your question?
What are the pizzas like? How sweet are they? How tasty are they? How good are they? How amazing are they?
Can you transform pizza in your Speed Force?
Can I transport it or transform it?
Transport, like to England.
I mean, probably. I mean, I hope so. Yeah.
Flash character.
I mean, what was that one?
With like a Flash OC. Yeah.
Oh, they're thinking making Flash OCs.
I've actually made one myself. It just I haven't really used them because I was gonna use them for like a tag audition that someone I knew started, but he didn't get in, so I was like, all right, I probably won't use them then, just because I wasn't really big on OCs at the time. But and I might bring it back. I don't know.
Yeah. I had to end that because they were wondering. They were talking about other stuff. We don't need that.
Yeah, no, it's whatever, man.
but that it was interesting for you guys. You got to get a live footage of some people talking about some weird questions about something about pizza.
Pizza.
No, you didn't
And
expect that in your interview, did you?
oh no. What? I have that super cognitive predictive thinking thing from season 7. I totally knew that was gonna happen.
Yeah. Well, guys, well, that's the end of this video. I hope you guys enjoyed it, and no, I'll call you after this, and then we can discuss everything else. Anything you
Yeah,
want to
man.
plug in?
I'm not really a huge fan of like putting myself out there really in terms of just like putting out like profiles and everything like that, because I don't want to like
It's
try
up
to
to you.
chase clout. But no, I know you're good. It's just not what I normally do. But I guess now if you want, you can go follow me on TikTok. It's or Instagram or anywhere really. It's the same handle pretty much anywhere you go. Southeast_Speedster on Instagram and TikTok. I do have PayPal's and wish list set up on both Instagram and TikTok. If that's how you want to support me, you don't have to. It's completely optional, but it will definitely help me get a head start on some Cosplans or future projects that I want to work on, including merch. So
Okay. No, that's it, guys, and I hope you enjoy it. And like I always say to newcomers, you are part of the Tenet family now. That means if they like you so much, you might have to drag your speedster come back.
just keep riding the lightning, man.
Yeah. Okay, guys, that's it. Bye.